Hi friends, this is Anuja and welcome to Out of the Shruti Box. In the previous episode, we discussed about the most sought after and the most conventional career options when it comes to music. But what if you are not interested to be a performing artist or even a studio artist? Do you still have career options available? Yes, definitely. First option is that you might want to get into the academic aspect of music. This involves teaching music and research. When it comes to teaching music, you could be a singing teacher or you could be an instrument teacher, right? Then you could teach online or you could teach offline. You could be a private tutor and teach one on one, or you could do group sessions. You could also do workshops. As I mentioned, you can definitely teach privately, be a private tutor that is, or you can associate yourself with an institution. This could be a public or a private institution. In India, every school has their own criteria when it comes to appointing a music teacher, but you definitely need a certain kind of degree. You might have a Visharad from Gandharva Mahavidyalaya, or you might have a degree from the Trinity College, or maybe you might have a bachelor's degree in music, right? B Muse degree or BA in music. If you want to teach music at say the college level or university level, then you need to have a master's in music, and at the same time you need to clear what is called the NET or SET exam. So NET is National Eligibility Test and SET is State Eligibility Test, and this is, we are talking about India. Only when you clear these exams can you become a professor in a college. Now let's talk about pursuing music research. In India, if you want to pursue research in music, again you have to clear the NET or the SET exam, and only then will you be eligible to pursue a PhD. Of course, you can again go abroad or to foreign universities to pursue research. You could also be an independent researcher or get funding from a private institution to conduct your research. These days, a major option for musicians is to be a content creator online. With applications like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, a lot of people have now turned into content creators, right? A lot of musicians are producing their musical works online and putting it in front of everybody. This gives you an opportunity to build your own world, right? To have your own space. Another field that is growing in music is called music therapy. Research shows that musical activity has a lot of healing properties, and I'm sure you won't disagree with it. This is what is worked upon when it comes to music therapy. If you have a certain kind of name in the music industry, you could be called as an expert to provide consultation to firms and to various companies. There are a lot of production houses and firms who are venturing into music related activities, music related business, and for this they need an expert to guide them. So maybe you could carve your name as a music consultant in the industry. If you're somebody who has a good ear for music, who's a good critique, and at the same time who loves to express and write and to share their opinions with the world, you might want to consider music writing. A music writer is an individual who writes articles on various aspects of music, right? This could be published in newspapers or in books or magazines or through internet, through blogging. Last but not the least, you could become a sound engineer. When it comes to live performances or studio performances, these two spaces require the expertise of a sound engineer. A sound engineer is an individual who deals with the sound design, the sound experience. Okay, like when it comes to live concerts, the sound engineer will take care of the console part, the mic setting, the whole balancing of the sounds. It's all done by the sound engineer. Same when it comes to studio, right? Studio work, The sound engineer will again take care of the sound setting, at the same time the recording, right? The individual, the sound engineer, has to be an expert when it comes to understanding the leveling of sound. Now that we know about the various options in the field of music, let's talk about job security. So, definitely, if you are a freelancer, that is, if you're a person who works on project to project basis, your job security is really, really low. But suppose you are a teacher, or you are a researcher, or you are a sound engineer who is associated, okay, who's associated full time, who has a proper full time job in an institution or a studio, well, then in that case, you have really good job security. Many people will tell you that it's your talent and your hard work that will make you successful. That's true, but up to a certain extent. There are factors beyond talent and effort that do shape your career. And what are they? First is, if you're born in a musically established family, okay, if your family members are established musicians, it's obvious that your networking and your contacts, they'll easily come to you, and you will relatively require lesser effort to get into the industry and establish yourself as an individual as compared to an individual who is not born into a musical family, right? So that does shape your music career. The second thing is your socio-economic status. Now, if you come from a socially and economically privileged background, it just means that you will have a lot of time, resources to invest and to experiment in the field of music as compared to an individual who comes from a marginalized background, right? Marginalized socio-economic background. The third is your personality type. There are a lot of individuals who have all the musical talent in the world, but they do not have the skill of mixing with people or communicating. We know that music industry needs networking, and when you are not able to communicate properly, or if you're not able to mix with others and mingle very easily, that definitely will affect your music career. I'm not saying that it's a very negative thing, but again, personality is something that could change over time, so there is hope. And fourth is the unknown factor. Call it luck, or call it being at the right place at the right time, call it God's grace, anything. But that's true, it does have a hand in shaping your career. Alright, then, this was it. I hope these two videos have turned out to be resourceful enough when it comes to knowing about the career options in music. If you've liked the video, then do give it a thumbs up and share it with your like-minded friends. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. I will see you in the coming episodes. Till then, peace.